Welcome to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Harris, and I'm with my sister and co-host, Angela Harris. And today we're going to do the tiers of Black TV shows. This was something that we saw on Twitter by, let me get her name right, Naima Graham and Jamal. I don't know how to say his last name. Their names are right at the top. So let's get into it. We're going to start from the bottom on what we agree with, what we disagree with. Let's get it going. Start off, Angie.
Okay. The low tier, sister should be way higher.
Where do you think sister should be?
I think it should be mid tier.
That ain't way higher, but yeah.
Okay, it should be one level up. The Parkers, I think the Parkers is where it should be.
I think the Parkers is where it should be.
Waynesboro should be way. Waynesboro should be
man. Waynesboro is one of the most slept on shows.
That's what I was about to say.
Not just Black shows, slept on shows, period.
It's so funny.
I think the Waynesboro should be in the top tier.
Yeah.
Smart Guy, I think Smart Guy is right where it should be. Is because, yeah, I think Smart Guy is right where it should be.
Theme songs too. I'm playing it in my head. Sister, and Smart Guy.
Smart Guy.
Bro, we're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're color.
What's happening is where it should be. Family Matters wouldn't even be on my list of Black TV shows because I hate that show.
I'm not gonna say hate, but
I hate Family Matters.
I could go without it.
That show is trash to me. So,
out of all on the low tier, what would be? Never mind. I already know the answer. Waynesboro.
The Waynesboro would clearly, that one's top tier for me. Yeah, so I would put the Waynesboro above. Yeah, that one. And Sister would be mid tier.
Mm-hmm.
Smart Guy, What's Happening, Family Matters is, and the Parkers are good where they're at, in my opinion, on their list.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the mid tier. I got a lot of problems with mid tier.
I just looked at what was on it.
Yeah, I got a lot of problems with that. Hanging with Mr. Cooper, I would actually put that on the low tier.
Me too.
I like the show, but with the shows they got on the low tier, I was like, if they got those, then Hanging with Mr. Cooper need to be on that. The Game, that's a tricky one.
I think The Game is right where it belongs.
The Game, yeah, because The Game, there's episodes where I'm like, okay, what the fuck were y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
And there's episodes where I'm like, that's a good episode. The last season of The Game, with what's his name? Blue, what's his name? What's his real name? The nigga from Insecure, Jay Ellis. I could have did without that. But I don't know what Out All Night it even is. You know what that is?
I was about to Google it.
I'm about to Google it right now. I don't know what that is. Out All Night. Maybe it's something that I know and I just...
92. With Patti LaBelle.
Hey, I've never heard of that.
This is the family.
No, I don't know what that is. So I don't know what that is, so I don't think I can say anything about that.
It only lasted a year.
Oh, a year? That means it's probably low tier. Parenthood.
I feel like 101 should be top tier.
101 is top tier? Hell no.
That show is good.
101 with
101. Kyla Pratt.
Top tier?
Mm-hmm.
What? No, low tier. All right, I'm gonna go through. Jamie Foxx show is God tier.
Mm-hmm.
Not God tier. Ravens. That's So Raven. I didn't really watch That So Raven. Amongst you youngins, like your age group, y'all seem to love it. So I would leave it where it's at. In the House, low tier. Don't know how they did. 101, low tier. All of Us, low tier.
All of Us?
All of Us, low tier. Um, Proud Family, they're good where they're at. You can make an argument for top tier. I wouldn't like argue with you against it. It's one of them shows that can be in both. Moesha, good where it's at. The Steve Harvey show, I'm good where it's at. I feel like I feel like the Steve Harvey show is good. The Carmichael show now, that is a top tier show to me. Um, they hit on so many social issues and episodes about so many different things that you don't see that much in primetime TV shows that are on like, regular cable.
And it was funny.
And it was funny. I think Gerard Carmichael, I like his stand up I like his humor. So but I think that show is a top tier. Half and Half, like that's like Proud Family for me. If you argue it's top tier, I'm cool with it. But if you argue that it's mid, I'm cool. I think I made an argument for the rest of the ones on there. But
yeah,
I don't know how in the hell they put the Jamie Foxx show as mid tier.
Well, you know what though? Not a lot of people like either they didn't watch it or they just really didn't like when they were watching it. They were probably younger and didn't really enjoy it. But I've been watching Jamie Foxx since I was like 9, 10 years old. Yeah. I love that show.
Before we went to school, we used to watch that every day. Fresh Prince Bel-Air, Jamie Foxx show, and the Wayans Bros.
And the Wayans Bros, yep. Right before school. Everybody knows. Everybody was at the house, getting ready, watching it. But I would definitely move 101 up because I really like that show.
Top tier?
Yeah. That's my childhood. Half and Half. I love that show. I can argue for both, mid or top. That's So Raven, top. All of Us, top. I don't know.
All of Us is top?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper, where you put that?
I would probably low tier it. It wasn't that great of a show. Okay, so out of this one, what would you say the best show? Taking out Carmichael and Jamie, those two canceled. Out of the rest, what would you say is the best?
The best show, like just show.
Out of the options, yeah.
Probably Moesha, or I would go with Moesha or the Steve Harvey show. Mm-hmm. As far as like, I don't have like nostalgia with a lot of these shows because I'm not old enough to be like, oh, I remember this when it first came out on the air. And like, no, a lot of the shows from the 90s I watched reruns. So
I was watching reruns.
But I would say, yeah, I would go. Actually, no. Well, you took Jamie Foxx and the Carmichael show out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess actually no, Proud Family. Even though Proud Family does have its issues, when I watch it, when I rewatch it, I notice how they treat dark-skinned people and the blue girls and all that stuff. You just notice all of the racial stuff, but I'm taking all that out, which is hard to take out. I would probably go with the Proud Family. Yeah. What about you?
I would go with Half and Half.
Half and Half?
I really love that show.
I think the actresses in that show, they age beautifully. They age so well. I don't know what they were thinking.
What's her name? Essence Atkins. Right?
Yeah, and an old girl.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
She played in a haunted house.
Yeah. She was in a haunted house.
Oh, that movie's so funny.
That movie was slept on too. Both of them, the first one and the second one.
Mhm. For sure.
That's how you know, like the Wayans brothers was like behind the scary movies being funny. I was like, oh, you can tell. Like,
So much talent.
but all right, let's move on to the next tier. Um, this shit is solid.
I'm trying to find something wrong with it. I'm like, good.
This the second tier. I might move my wife and kids up,
Oh yeah, for sure.
but I think it's solid.
I think it's top tier. Blackish is good. Good times, good. Everybody hates Chris. I didn't appreciate Everybody Hates Chris till I got older. It's pretty
I
funny.
watched it when it was like live. I guess I used to look like that nigga too. I was looking at some of my pictures. Like, damn, I look like that nigga. What's his name? I don't even know his name.
I
The
think
main
Tyler.
character's name though. Chris. The dude who played Chris.
I think it's Tyler, isn't it?
It might be. Oh yeah, it's Tyler James. I don't
Yeah.
know what his last
Tyler
name is.
James.
But I think their top tier is solid. I might move Girlfriends up actually. If I'm
Was
moving
Everybody Hates Chris before White Chicks?
was it before White Chicks? I think
Yeah.
so. No, after.
Oh, okay.
It had to be after.
I'm like, was Terry Crews?
Yeah, it had to be after.
Okay.
White Chicks came out like early 2000s.
Mm.
I don't know why you like that movie so much. I don't know. White Chicks it's funny, but like the way you like it, I'm like,
It's so funny.
it ain't that funny.
It aged
Um,
well too. You can watch it now and still be
what do you think is the best show out of that group?
My Wife and Kids.
Ooh, over Girlfriends.
Oh shit, I didn't even see Girlfriends. I need to watch.
Girlfriends might be. I'll move Girlfriends up. That's got.
Yeah, it would be Girlfriends and then My Wife and Kids. I did not see Girlfriends.
Girlfriends reminded me of Living Single if it was like
Modern.
modern Living Single. So I would definitely move Girlfriends up.
Mm-hmm.
All these shows I can watch. Keenan and Kel is a show that I didn't appreciate until like I started, rewatching it. I'm like, oh, they kind of was ahead of their time.
That's what I'm saying. Rewatching it, it's like, oh
But Keenan and Kel, honestly, Keenan and Kel though, it can fit in. Somebody can make an argument for
yeah.
low tier, mid tier, and top tier, and I
I
would be
wouldn't say
like,
low, but I could see mid or top. I wouldn't be
I'll be
mad.
like, yeah, I get it. Um,
Yeah, I would have to
me,
go Girlfriends being the best out of all these.
yeah, I think the show that probably makes white people like Blackish probably the most. Cause they're like, oh yeah, now we understand that issue. Duh, duh, duh. We just needed some Negroes to say it and make it funny.
Right.
Um, but I think all these shows are good. Good Times does get kind of trashed when Oh Boy leaves.
I saw this thing on Twitter. It was like, what was the mom's name?
Florida, Flo.
Florida. How she was kind of low key, not supportive of like her husband or her kids, and that's kind of true.
Good Times had a lot of issues, but during the time of when that show was getting made, that probably reflected.
Yeah, I'm sure, but she wasn't that supportive.
But Good Times, I think honestly, Good Times is a overrated TV show because some people act like it's one of the greatest shows ever, and I would not go that far. But when what's his name? James, was it James? Their last name was Evans. When he
Oh
left
yeah,
the show kind of declined.
did they
But
kill him off?
probably usually that's what happens. People don't just leave the show. They usually get fired. Um, yeah, Good Times overrated. If I had to rank the shows on the top tier, it would go Girlfriends, My Wife and Kids, Blackish, Everybody Hates Chris, 227, Good Times, Amen, and Keenan Kel.
Keenan Kel's last?
Yeah.
Mm.
On the top tier.
I think I'd say Girlfriends, My Wife and Kids, Blackish, Everybody Hates Chris, Keenan Kel, 227. I didn't really watch Amen like that. So Good Times and Amen. Only because I didn't really watch it.
All right, so they're God tier.
Ooh, they put the Bernie Mac on the God tier. Yes.
I like the Bernie Mac show. I don't know how they put the Bernie Mac show above Jamie Foxx show. I think they both belong in the God tier, but I think the Jamie Foxx show is a better show. I like the God tier.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Even though I don't like Bill Cosby. But the Cosby Show, I can't discredit what it was. Like, it was good. I couldn't relate to any of the things because they lived like a perfect life. And obviously that's not where I come from. Yeah. It's not where we come from. But I think they did a good job with the God tier. I feel like they could have put the Jamie Foxx show there. That might be, and Girlfriends will be the only ones I would add in the God tier. So if I had and then out of these shows, clearly, if you know anything about me, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is number one. To me, that's the best show ever. This might be unpopular.
What? Are you about to say about the...
I think Martin should never, like, when people compare Martin to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I take that as disrespect. Because Martin's not, it's funny. That's what Martin is. It's not like there's no storyline that's like deep or anything.
No life
like
lesson.
It's like funny. Every other show on here, there's a life lesson that you learn from the show. Martin is just so funny that like we're like, oh, it's a great show. But it's just really, really fucking funny. But like most of the shows on this list, you learn a life lesson from, or they try to teach you a life lesson.
Yeah.
Like Blackish, it's all about like your identity and like.
Man, Blackish is so funny.
You know what I'm saying? Living Single, like about women who are living in New York for Black independent women. Fresh Prince, we already know that's a God show. We don't even have to explain that. Literally every show on here it teaches you a lesson. Yeah. And I feel like Martin, as much credit as it gets, it doesn't really give you any life lessons.
Like one of those, if you want a good laugh, put it on.
Martin can always make me laugh, even though there's episodes I've seen, like the Tommy Hearns when Martin get beat up boxing him and his face is all like, I can watch that episode any day of the week. That shit is funny. The episode when he had like a little fake dog.
Yo, that one was so funny. He was scaring them. Like, he had the dog.
That's hilarious. That episode is always hilarious. Martin probably is the funniest show out of all of them. It's just pure laughs.
I don't know. This could just be for my preference, but the Jamie Foxx show, I was like always laughing.
Funnier than Martin?
I think so.
No. Hell no. You on your own on that one. I ain't jumping. I think
Martin is hilarious, but the Jamie Foxx show is too.
I think Martin is funny because everybody on there was like can hold their own. I think Jamie Foxx show, like the funny person was Jamie. Jamie was funny, but like what was it? Jamie King was his name in the show.
Yeah.
Jamie King, which I don't know why they call it the Jamie Foxx show, but he was funny. But like Braxton had his moments. Fancy, I never really found her funny. I was just like, I'll tap that thing. You feel me? Throw that thing at your boy. He taking it. Miss Kang, Miss Kang.
They all have their moments.
Yeah, but Jamie Foxx was like
And
consistently.
he carried the show.
But like, and Martin, I feel like they all was funny.
Yeah.
Like one of the best episodes to me is when they were roasting each other. When Gina and Martin are roasting Pam and Tommy.
Oh, when they're dating?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the best episodes to me. But
I like the Renum Spoons one.
The what?
The Renum Spoons when
Oh,
they
yeah.
bought a restaurant. And Coca said, Renum Spoons.
Martin's funny. I feel like, but to me, Fresh Prince, this is why I think Fresh Prince is the best show ever. It has laughs, has great life lessons, and it hits on so many different things, like Carlton not being black enough.
Yeah.
Carlton taking the speed or whatever it was.
I thought it was Molly.
Well, it probably would have been like today called Molly. I don't know what it was. What else? Will's dad leaving, nigga. That episode right there. We got our dad. We have our father in our life, and I'd be like, why he don't want me, man? Why you don't want me? Like that episode.
That's why.
That episode. That man, Will Smith was acting his ass off in that episode. Then it like has them like college. It has like when Will Smith lied and said he got his apartment or whatever.
Oh, when they were moving out.
There's so many, like, it hits on everything.
Wait, what ended up happening?
They ended up like helping him out. We're gonna help him out or whatever. But he ended up the last episode or whatever was just like it wasn't like a whole bunch of clips that are showing like recaps of the show and shit like that. But a different world though, I would tell you this. If I grew up, if I was a teen in the 90s, a different world would have made me for sure go to a HBCU.
For sure. How could you not? Like, I just feel like it would have been such a different experience in the 90s.
Probably like 5 baby mamas though, for sure.
I would say so fun and so reckless.
I'd have been wild.
Women in the 90s are a different type of beautiful. My God.
I mean, I think black women in general, y'all, but I don't know. I think I would have wilded the fuck out if I'd have, man. What? And I was dumb. I would have been young and dumb. A girl could have been like, just take the condom off. It's okay. I'd have been like, you right, baby. Hell no.
You're ridiculous. You right, baby.
But, all right. So if you're going to do, all right. So your low tiers, looking at this list, do your low tiers.
Ranking?
Like, yeah.
There's 6 of them. So what's happening is last.
No. So what I'm saying is make your list.
One from each?
Make your list.
One from each?
Okay, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. Make your list. Make your tier. So like, for instance, my tier for the low would be, I would keep the Parker's low, What's Happening, Family Matters, Out All Night. I don't know what it is, so I would put that there. Like, I actually know, because that's going to take way too long.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you were talking about pick one from each. Like,
all right, pick one from each.
You would keep from each.
Go ahead, put one from each. I like the idea better.
Sisters has such a special spot in my heart.
Which show you pick?
Wayne's Bros. Okay, I'm going Wayne's Bros.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx show. Girlfriends. Any, many, miny, mo. Fresh. I'm struggling real quick. Hold on, hold on. Okay, Fresh Prince. Yeah.
Okay, our list was pretty much the same. I would have the Wayans Bros, Jamie Foxx show for sure, for sure. I feel like they disrespected the fuck out of Jamie Foxx show, putting it in the mid tier. Um, I would go My Wife and Kids, but I would say The Girlfriends is a better show. But I like My Wife and Kids more. But I know Girlfriends is a better show. And then Fresh Prince, of course. But if you were able to make like your cast of a TV show, so you have a mom, a dad, you can have 3 kids.
3 kids.
Who would be the dad? Who would be the mom? Who would be the kids? Three or more. You got more kids, but
just basing off like this
mm-hmm.
list, picking from. Okay, as a dad, my favorite dad is Michael Kyle. I love him. I think he's a great dad. A wife, Tracy Ellis Ross.
From which one though? Girlfriends or Blackish? Rainbow or
She's like the main character.
huh?
Blackish.
Okay, Rainbow.
Rainbow from yeah. I think Joan would be a rainbow. Married with kids, cheesy, all that. I think she would be a rainbow. Kids, I gotta have Junior from Blackish and Junior from My Wife and Kids. Both juniors. They're both
So Blackish and My Wife and Kids.
yeah, you know, the 2 juniors. Um Kyla Pratt from 101 and Moesha. Those would be my family.
That house will be very toxic.
A lot of personalities.
A lot of fights.
And the uncle would be Bernie Mac.
That's good.
He got to be somebody's uncle.
That's good.
Imagine Michael Kyle and Bernie Mac. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
You would just laugh all day.
That's good. So with me, so I would have Pops. I didn't even think about it. So Pops would be the grandpa. Bro. Uncle Phil will be the uncle, the rich uncle that you go visit and shit.
Yeah.
The dad, I would have. I would have to go with Michael Kyle because he's a good dad and that nigga's hilarious.
Yeah.
The mom, I will go the first Unvib. Actually, I can't go the first Unvib because she don't fuck with Will Smith. So I have to go with. I have to switch that up. I will have to go with. I would go with Alicia Rashad. What's her character from the
Claire Huxtable.
Claire Huxtable, because gosh, she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
The kids, I got to go with Will Smith. I would have, but I would have like a different age group. So I would have the smart guy, Will Smith. What was his name? A smart guy, TJ, Will Smith. And then I probably would have. I would have to have like a daughter in between. I want to have like. I would have Tia or Tamara.
Dang, you can't take both?
Nah, I'm not taking both. 4 kids? Fuck no. I would adopt them just like they were fucking adopted in the TV show. I don't know why you rate 101 so highly. I don't know if Kyla Pratt would even rate 101 so highly.
Kyla Pratt got 2 of the shows on here. I just realized that.
She got what? 101 and what else?
Proud Family.
Oh, it's true.
She's skinny. She's still collecting that check. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, she's in both.
Proud
Who's
Family.
most in all this? I guess. What's the
I don't
name?
think there's any other
Well,
person. Oh, Blackish and Girlfriends.
Blackish has Joan or Tracy Ellis Ross. What I'm calling by her TV name.
Joan. Yeah, I think.
But a lot of the people in here have been in a lot of the TV shows too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like Queen Latifah was on Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Anthony Anderson was on My Wife and Kids.
Shit,
No, he was on
everybody,
Bernie Mac show.
everybody was on My Wife and Kids.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Crews was on there. That's how I got introduced to Terry Crews, to be honest, though.
My Wife and Kids.
Mm-hmm. But they did leave some shows off here that I'm disappointed that they left off here. I don't know how they left the Boondocks off there.
Oh, snaps. I forgot about Boondocks. Okay, where would you put it? Where would you put that?
I would put it top tier only because that last season was ass.
Mm-hmm.
But their first couple, if you're taking away the last season, it's God tier to me. Because Aaron McGruger wasn't around for that last season. I would put Static Shock on there. It's lower. It'll be low tier or mid tier. But I guess if we're doing cartoons, it would be on there because they have Proud Family on there. So
yeah.
Insecure. I don't. We just gonna.
Insecure.
That aren't on the air. Oh no, Blackish is still on the air.
Yeah.
I can't even. I don't know how Insecure is the glaring admission from this.
Maybe they didn't go. Well, Insecure came out a couple of years ago, so
They're on season 4. So
I don't know why they wouldn't put it on.
I don't know how Insecure then. It will be top tier for me. I don't know where it is for you.
It's top. It's almost at gold tier, like, depending on how this season ends.
Depending on how the season ends. Atlanta,
yeah.
that show is God tier to me.
The first was it the first episode where they did that jail episode?
Yeah.
That episode alone.
When them niggas was arguing in jail. Atlanta is a God tier show to me because it hits on literally everything. And it's not like your.
I wouldn't put it on top though. I put it on top.
I really like Atlanta though. Like I was mad when I found out they weren't coming back this year.
Yeah, another year.
That show to me, like that's the only reason why I would get I would pay for FX if I can. Just for Atlanta, well, and Dave, but that ain't a black show, so and Snowfall. Snowfall's not on this list.
Because they probably don't consider it a black show.
Man. I guess it's
like a mix.
Snowfall, I guess.
Yeah. It's not really focusing on black people.
They don't have like a Grownish on there, but I'm okay with that not being on there. Yeah. Because they have Blackish. I feel like Grownish could have been on there for sure, though.
Not really, like, I don't know. Maybe after, like, the second season, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. Not feeling
it. Yeah, but I don't know how they didn't have Insecure on there in Atlanta.
I really forgot about Boondocks, though. That one just slipped.
Oh, how you, like, Boondocks is.
I be forgetting about Boondocks.
I think the Proud Family as a cartoon gets too much credit as far as like black cartoons.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it gets too much credit. Like it brings a lot of issues of like colorism and all that type of shit that I don't like want to analyze. But since like going to college and learning and all that shit.
Sometimes you just gotta just take it for what it is and just
can't analyze. I tried to watch it on Disney Plus.
You're not gonna like them.
I tried to watch it on Disney Plus and like the stuff, it was like so glaring. Like it was like too. I was like, damn, it was right in our face. Like some of the stuff, I'm like, that is crazy. But yeah, I think that their list is okay. Maybe it's because like they're probably way older. I didn't watch them do this.
Sure, because they put 227 Amen on there. I'm pretty sure they
Yeah,
were 30s, late
or
30s.
well, I'm almost 30, but they didn't do. 'Cause this seems like maybe if I grew up in the 90s, my list would be different. A lot of the shows that are in the 90s, I had to rewatch. I watched in the 2000s,
Yeah, baby.
so maybe that's why. But I think their list for it's solid. It's solid altogether. If you're going with the list altogether, because I feel like they did good on their God tier and their top tier.
Yeah, they just flipped up
I think
with
they
having Jamie
up.
Foxx.
I think the Jamie Foxx show is slept on, and the Carmichael show slept on. But I think
Carmichael's
it's
for
good.
sure slept on.
I don't know why they had the Wayans bros so low either, but but they did pretty good, I would say. I think we should do like a black cartoons, um, and we should rank them on like an episode.
How many black cartoons are there?
There's the PJs. I wrote a whole bunch down. I was thinking about it like yesterday. The PJs, Static
Bill,
Shock, The Cleveland Show, Black Dynamite, Mike Tyson's Mysteries, Little Bill. What's that bald dude? I'm gonna look at my list.
that's a little bit.
Fillmore, Wayne Head, which I don't know if you ever watched Wayne Head.
Never heard of that.
You never heard of Wayne Head?
Mm-mm.
I think it was by the Wayans family, actually.
Fat
The
Albert. Did you say Fat
huh?
Albert? Did you say Fat Albert?
Fat Albert. Um, yeah, there's a whole bunch. There's more than you would think. There's at
Yeah,
least
I'm
there's at
looking
least
at
20. So
a good list.
yeah. So out of all these shows,
Bill, fat.
all right, this is the last thing. Give your top 10 out of all the shows on this list. Or top 5. You can do
I'll
5.
do top 5 because 10
It's
is
a lot.
too
Do
much.
your top 5 out of all the shows on the list.
Okay, I'm gonna go Jamie Foxx show.
That's number 1. Or are you
Yeah.
going from 5 to 1?
Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay, 5 would be.
No. Who starts from number 1 and goes down to 5?
This is
You
because
want
when I hear rank, I always think go one first. It's just that's how my mind works. Okay, so 5 would be. Now I gotta say them to myself so I know the order. 5 would be Sister Sister.
5 would be Sister Sister.
Yes. 4 would be Martin. 3 would be My Wife and Kids. 2 Girlfriends. 1 Jamie Foxx show.
You don't even have the Fresh Prince in your 5?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I love Fresh Prince though, but if I'm like I'm thinking about what I watch the most, and it's just like I still watch Sister Sister and stuff to this day.
Okay. That's a little disrespectful.
It's not. I love Fresh Prince though.
At 5, I have My Wife and Kids. 4, Living Single.
Yeah.
Living Single is my 4th. 3, I would go the Jamie Foxx show as 3.
Mm-hmm.
2 is Martin, because I can watch Martin and laugh. I understand how the quality of the show is like it doesn't teach you anything, but it's funny as shit. And then number 1 is Fresh Prince, but
We both didn't put the Wayne Bros on there. I totally forgot about the Wayne Bros.
they're not in my top. I watched we just rewatched Living Single like not too long ago.
And they don't have In Living Color on here.
And well, if we're doing like sketch shows, then Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. I didn't think about sketch shows because Chappelle Show is god tier.
Yeah.
There's so many shows that copied his format after, like, and tried to build off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mad TV, I guess would be. But we should do a cartoon one. But this has been another episode of the Harris Show. I've been your host, Jamal Raheem Harris. Got my sister, Angie Ange. We are outie.
And my face looks fat as fuck.